channel. Today I will be filming his 2-month update. I can't believe he's already 2 months. Well, technically he'll be 2 months actually on January 12th, or yeah, not January 12th. What month are we in? March. Wow, I had like a major brain fart there. On March 12th. So it's not quite the 12th yet, but it is in a few days, so I figured just film it now that I have a minute. If you hear banging or crying or anything or yelling, that's John upstairs trying to sleep. He is quite loud. So, Aaron, are we going to start this? So he had his final checkup with the midwives, and we just got discharged. So it's kind of like a bittersweet moment for us. But they weighed him, and he is 13 pounds. Crazy. He's 25 inches long, and he is wearing 6-month clothing. What? Okay, so he is 8 weeks exactly today, and he's in 6-month clothing. So 3 months just does not fit him anymore. It's too short, it's too tight, it's too everything. I can't even, I can't believe it. Like, he's wearing a 6-month outfit right here, and look at it. It's like perfect on him. Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh. Anyways, sorry, that's John yelling. Okay. First thing I want to just bring up is his sacral dimple and the ultrasound that I told you guys about in his last update. We ended up getting the ultrasound. We had another checkup with a pediatrician. Everything is fine. It's just a small dimple, and he says there's no signs of spina bifida. There's no neural tube issues. Yeah. Everything is perfect. Everything is fine. He's super healthy, and I could not be happier with that news. So I wanted to share that with you guys right away. In terms of what he is like, his personality, we are starting to see it so much more. It's really coming out. He is honestly such a happy baby. You can tell, just like, look how content he is. He does cry, obviously, every baby does, but only when he's really hungry or wants to be held. So he loves being held a lot. And because of that, I find myself wearing him a lot. I use the Moby wrap, and that's a lot of times the only way I can get things done, just because he always wants to be so close to me. But he's such a good baby. He's so alert. Like, look at him right now. He's just always like looking around, learning his environment and everything, and it's super cute. And I'm really happy. John was like that too, and he was a very fast learner. And I'm not sure if it's because he was so alert or not, but he's a lot like John was. He is constantly smiling and like at me and kind of like laughing a little bit, and everyone really, but he really likes smiling at me. Right? Do you want to smile at mommy? You have milks on your mouth. This is his nap time, so he's getting very sleepy. So if he dozes off, that's why. But he's so happy. He's a very happy baby. He's been smiling for many, many weeks now, which I love. He loves to snuggle, like I said. And he loves talking. This kid talks all day. Like, he's babbling. Like, his favorite word right now is agu and la. But like, that's what he says most of the time. But he just talks random things 24/7. Like, he's always talking. Even while he's drinking his bottle, he'll be in his bottle and be like, ah, goo, 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 like while he's drinking. It's really cute. He has very strong legs. Like, this guy will stand and just squat and dance and jump up and down, like, with his little powerful legs. And sometimes he'll be sitting, all of a sudden he just springs right up. And he does love to stand. So I think he's going to be an early walker like John was. John was walking at 7 months with a walker, like with a push walker, and then on his own he was walking at 10 months. So I think he might be like that. What else? One of his favorite things to do is lie flat on his back. He is not a tummy baby. He does not like being on his tummy, but he loves lying flat on his back on his little play mat, his little lily pad, which is right there. I don't know if you can see it. And he just hits his toys. He loves playing. He actually hits them, and he likes listening to the music and all that. So he's a very playful baby. And speaking of music, he loves to listen to music in the radio in the car. I listen to country music. That's my favorite genre, and I listen to it in the house a lot. And he just loves it. And we like to have dance parties with John. John and I will just sit there dancing. That's how I get his energy out. And while I'm dancing with John, he's staring at us, like, smiling and talking. He loves seeing us jump up and down and all that. It's really cute. So in terms of how much he's eating, he's drinking 190 mils every feeding. Sometimes he'll drink 160, but it's usually between 160 to 190. He's eating a lot now. And he eats every 1.5 to 2 hours, except at night. So we have him on a really good routine, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So at night, he does sleep 10 hours, and he only wakes up once. So he wakes up at 2 a.m. to eat. So he only wakes up once at night, and I'm really happy with that. Like, we're getting sleep, it's great. He does love his pacifier only when he's sleeping. During the day, he likes it once in a while, but most of the time, he just wants it when he's sleeping, so we give that to him. And before I talk about his routine, that's what I'll end with. I'm just going to say that he is starting to drool a lot, like John did. Right at 2 months exactly, John started just drooling, and he was like a bulldog. Like, we'd change his bib 1,000 times a day, and that's him now. He hit 8 weeks, and we are starting to see lots of drool, and I think it's, well, it is because he's teething. John was teething very early, and I think that's his issue too. He's been a little bit fussy, so it could just be because he's starting to teeth. I have no idea. But yeah, he's definitely starting to drool, and he's going to be my little bulldog soon. He also did have a blocked tear duct, which just randomly appeared 2 weeks ago, but it only lasted 3 days. His eye was goopy and stuck and everything only for 3 days, and then it stopped. So it was good because John actually had it for like the first 2 months of his life, or 3 months even maybe. But he just had it for like 3 days. It just came out of nowhere, but then it also went away on its own. So that's great. So I will just talk about his routine, and I'll end on that. Okay, so his routine basically is similar to what I told you guys about in his last video. He, oh, sorry about the messy hair, by the way. It's been one of those crazy days where it's just ponytail. I was working out too, so it's messy, but yeah, anyways. So basically, he wakes up at 8 a.m. with John. Sometimes they wake up like 7:30. Oh, good. They usually do wake up together because one of them will wake the other one up. So it's usually between 7:30 and 8 they wake up. And he does take a nap again at 9:30, and it goes from 9:30 to about 10:30, sometimes 11. And he obviously eats every time he wakes up, so he does have a meal with him in there. Then he stays up, and then at around 12:30 he goes back to bed, and this is his nap that he takes with John, and they both sleep. Well, John will sleep 2 hours, he'll sleep 3. So at around 3:30 he wakes up, and then are you pooping? He does have a hard time pooping, I do have to say that. He will usually go to sleep at around, he's so cute, at around 5:30, 6 he'll take another nap. And that will last about an hour and a half. So around 7:30, he's up, and then he goes down to sleep finally at 9 for the night. So he'll sleep from 9 until around 2 a.m. for his feeding in the middle of the night, and hi! For his feeding, he'll wake up around 2 a.m. and then he'll sleep right up until the morning again. Sometimes he does randomly wake up at 6 a.m. for a feeding, but usually he does give us right till 8. So I feed him every time at 2 a.m. and I change his diaper and all that. And if he does wake up at 6, then my husband feeds him. So that is his little routine, his little schedule. And obviously within that, he has lots of playtime, lots of, tummy time and all that kind of stuff. But that's his sleep routine anyways. And he's doing so good. I'm so proud of him. Like, he's only 8 weeks old, and he's figured out his little life so well, and he's adjusted so well. He is a big pooper. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. He gets so red and purple. Yeah, so that's basically it. I don't even know what else to say, really. If you guys do have questions on anything about him and his development, comment below, let me know, and I will do my best to get, to answer your questions. And yeah, so that's our little update. That's our 2-month update. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you are not already, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye. Are you gonna say bye, or are you gonna just poop? Are you just gonna poop? Are you gonna poop? I'm gonna poop. Bye.